to do
Start.
something? What?
So I hit start on
We do stuff?
both of them.
What are we doing? What?
Questionable
Yes.
things.
We're supposed to do stuff today? Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, I have Iron Man 2, Scarlett Johansson on my schedule.
Oh.
We're just gonna sail around. We're gonna sail around
Yummy.
Fever Gulf Lake. It's gonna be a lake day.
Come sail away.
I
That's
mean,
our beach
you
episode?
guys have options. Do whatever you want. I'm not gonna stop you. Okay, and then I need the kick.
Oh, to die while we're waiting, but it is.
Fuck balls.
Fuck balls.
He's like, I haven't stopped you yet.
Kick. And
Yeah, who wants to go for a swim?
you could totally do that. I mean,
There is still something in the moat. We could attempt to kill that from the shoreline.
Nah.
If
Give me
only
that
somebody has
XP,
something that was really
baby.
effective on things that are wet.
All right, let's see how Kaylin's dice are rolling tonight.
There's a
All
wet.
right,
There's a wet
so
noodle.
both
Nope rope.
both links are into the Discord. Good to go. I have
If only somebody had a 5th level call lightning.
right.
Right. If
Um,
only.
or a
just
insane
rolled Kaylin's
lightning
dice.
bolt, Prince.
I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Nice.
We both cast lightning spells. It's like the end of Ghostbusters across the streams, like mega lightning bolt.
I mean, my rapier does lightning damage. Does that count?
Both of you cast lightning bolt onto the rapier,
How
and then
good
the
is your
rapier
throwing?
just
Well,
does
just
massive lightning damage.
Throw the
Amazing.
rapier into the thing, stab it, and we use the lightning rapier as a lightning rod for the other 2 lightning
Yep.
spells.
Yep.
Assuming we can stab it.
Oh, I have no idea.
Amazing.
For those
Right?
asking, you can use Kick or you can use Twitch, whichever one you want to. I'm streaming to both, so we are. Stuff's happening, man. We're just going with the flow at the moment.
We're winging it. It's a wing and a
Why
prayer.
not both?
Speaking of which, I just realized you are.
If you expect professional and start on time, you're at the wrong show.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we got close to online. I got my kids tonight, so I had to make sure that they were getting to bed.
You're being a good father.
Yeah, I try. And I may or may not have been setting up a map 20 minutes ago. Because I realized I didn't have a map.
What?
for
Prepared? Who?
One of the possibilities of where you guys are going. So.
You're always prepared. What are you talking about?
Well, I was doing that while helping make a character for another game.
Just so you know, it still says Power Wash Simulator on Kick.
Yeah, I don't know where to go to change that.
Technical difficulties.
I was wondering why there's suddenly a really bad
New
echo.
service,
Like,
who
oh,
dis?
I have to mute Kick. Got it.
True. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, it has that duck. I love that duck.
Duck? What duck?
The duck in the Kick chat that's posted.
Go back.
There we are.
My first post ever on Kick is a dancing duck with a baseball cap.
Amazing.
How did I set it to Power Wash Simulator? Is the question. I forgot how I did that. Well. Oh well. Okay. It's just gonna say Power Wash Simulator for this stream on Kick. It's right on the other one, and so that's fair enough. but I'll take a look at it while we go ahead and have Cap do a recap.
Having reached the smaller southeastern island at the center of Fever Gulf Lake, the party made its way through the forest toward an ancient towering tree standing at the center of a smaller stone island surrounded by a moat. There we found a gathering of more than a dozen disciples basking in the tranquility of what they reverently referred to as the Ancient One, discovering that physical contact with the tree nullified magical effects, including our fighter's familiar and our sorcerer's mage hand. Our tabaxi then ascended the tree with permission, and our cleric followed, and the two entered a cavity in the trunk to discover an extra-dimensional darkness containing a copper dragon egg, after which the Reaper calling itself Endless appeared to our tiefling and our Aasimar. Our rogue telepathically announced his approach to the leader of the Acolytes and suffered a substantial psychic injury in the process, after which the cult mistook our intentions for hostilities and attacked. Narrowly surviving a devastating necrotic spell, our Aasimar retreated to the far shore, spotting an aquatic monstrosity lurking in the waters of the moat, as our fighter and our monk defeated the fanatics and a furious shade. From within, our sorcerer miraculously persuaded the spirit of the tree to relinquish the egg that had once been entrusted to it, before she and our cleric reconvened with the rest of the party near the edge of the forest.
With that, real quick, thank you, Knight. Thanks to him having mod abilities. Him, Witch Lady, and Tinny are all mods. But he is smart and fixed it for me.
Yay, thank you.
Yay,
and
mods.
also, by next stream on this, I will have figured out how to have the Kick Twitch, or the Kick chat on Twitch and the Twitch chat on Kick. So, it'll be easier to deal with that. Anyway, also, before I forget, tentatively, we have the 27th, so this Saturday, for the one-shot with Norse and others. So
burn all your Twitch points.
Yeah, that's right. Summon Strahd.
Right. Yeah, we pick up kind of where we left off there. You guys have the egg, Prince. You are currently holding it. It is, I'd say, kind of like ostrich egg size, if not just a bit bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Not small.
Not a one-hander.
Yeah, you guys kind of are all together once again. You did all get to the other side of the moat, and then as you all reach the other side, the floating stones sank into the water.
Well, not that I wanted to go back, but I guess we wore out our welcome.
Just a tad.
Kaylin says this as she's like wiping off the rapier before resheathing it. Just...
I almost feel bad. Just a little.
As a reminder, you guys do have the flying scrolls that last longer than normal fly. That should be able to get you to the monastery, maybe?
Do we want to talk to Jagger first?
Yes, at least maybe ferry us across the lake and then use the scrolls from there. That way we're not wasting time flying across the lake. And then we could boat across.
When we were coming in, like we were following the river in, was there any indication he could use that river to get back out, or does he have to go out a different way?
You're not entirely sure. Well, make a intelligence check.
Yeah.
Make a
Can I roll
river
for this
check.
too? Since I have a proficient person in my brain who knows things about, you know,
Yes.
boats and stuff.
13.
So what is this, survival, you said?
Yeah. Intelligence check.
Oh, intelligence. Ooh. That is a 22. 19 on the die.
Nice.
So you have no idea. However, Liam, kind of picking up the thought from Laz. I'm sure he has a way to get up there. It's just going to take him quite a bit longer, I'm sure. Since he'll be going against the current. The way he sailed, though, I believe he is experienced enough. He can handle it.
Touche. Kaylin just looks at Laz, because I assume the three of them all heard that.
Yeah, anyone who is... Or no, Laz is the only one that would hear.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking in terms of if we're going to fly, then he might want to take the easiest course out, which would be the river to the south. That would take him out to the ocean. And then he's out by himself.
Well, I suppose we should ask him what he prefers. He might not want to go that way for specific reasons, and with the river being as dangerous as it is, it might be worth it to stay on the boat as long as we can, just to help protect it until we have to go to the monastery.
Disembark.
Have to be pretty capable. I think they'll be okay with that. Yeah.
Huh?
I think it really just depends on what Jagger wants to do.
Just making your way back through there. It's about like a 15-20 minute walk across the island. We'll do Sato. Roll a d20 for me.
I was gonna say, Laz is staying to the back, covering the rear, stealthily as he can, but he is covering the back of the group.
14.
Sorry, what?
14.
14? Okay. It's uneventful, the walk there. However, you do notice like there's starting to be some clouds in the sky, indicating that there might be a storm coming soon. But the actual walk back to the lake is uneventful. Well, with that, actually, Prince, with your recent interaction with the entity in the tree,
Oh dear.
it wouldn't be surprising if he did or did not have something to do with that. But you make your way over there nonetheless. Jagger is still on the ship. You can see him actually setting a couple of ropes, and it seems like he's getting ready to cast off.
We had to get across 200 feet of water, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Let me see something.
Nope. We see what you're seeing.
Is that
Psychic whispers 5e.
it?
Oh no, we found his porn. It's nerd porn.
It's just
Nerd
nerd porn. As it
Is that
turned
what-
out.
It's all Karlak from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, right.
Fair.
with a random Gale picture thrown in there.
This is one of our-
This is why when I stream, I make its own tab and its own window.
Yeah. It is.
It is now.
Now.
Oh,
I
real quick,
forgot it.
did everyone have time to level up?
You leveled
Yeah,
up one.
Tiffany.
Kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
We're level 8 now.
No, we're level-
9?
We're
Nine.
11.
Level 18,
We hit
right?
20, right?
18?
How far can we push this?
Bring in the
We're level-
3.5 expanded legendary whatever the fuck. So we're level like 50.
It's
right?
epic levels.
Right.
Yeah, the epic levels.
You do, as you approach the shoreline there, Jagger does notice you guys, and he kind of...
So, how do we want to phrase this? Because if I can see him, I can telepathically communicate with him. So,
Does he want an escort back? Does he want us to join him?
yeah, basically, yeah, letting him know, like, hey, everything worked out. Well, everything worked out, and we have a means of weaving not by water, but if you would like us to travel with you a bit until we part ways, you know, we'll escort as far as you want.
Well, these waters aren't exactly the safest. I'm honestly surprised you made it across them without any interactions with the wildlife. I mean, you're welcome to get back here if you can. I'm not gonna stop you.
He's not going to stop us from getting back there if we can.
What does that mean?
I assume it means these waters are infested with things that want to eat us.
So, would it be better just to send him on his way?
I've sailed these lakes a couple of times.
It probably, I mean, it's easier for us. We don't have to try to cross 200 feet of infested water. I think he's okay. He'll know if he can't get back the way he came, he'll know another way out.
Okay.
Got a
as long
couple
as he's-
options. Sorry, my
Everybody good?
eavesdropping. It's a little weird being on one side of a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, is he
knows-
going back up the river, or is he?
Oh hell,
Going
who
to
could
the
do
ocean?
that? I'm going down.
He's headed south. He's headed toward warmer waters.
All right, good.
All right. Well, Sato, you bring out the scrolls that were gifted to you by Cord. Master
How
Cord.
How long
I
do
really
they last?
shouldn't have named Core. I'll tell you now. They have no connection. Cord and Core. They're not like. I fucked me on that. But
We don't believe you. There's always a connection.
I'm 100% honest right now. But it's
He's
still goddamn it.
75% of a god.
which means you've before.
But yeah, Sato, you produce those scrolls. Each one of you take one.
How long do these last?
2 hours.
Ooh.
I believe they last 2 hours.
Is that going to be enough time for us to get to the monastery from here? How far is it?
Given what I know of the area, we should have plenty of time.
You'll need to fly as fast as possible, but yeah, you should make it.
Do you think we should rest? Maybe camp here for the night before we go?
That depends on how everybody else is feeling.
Prince is like, I'm fine. I'm all right. It's just she barely got touched.
Hmm.
How's everybody else?
Galen looks at Laz.
Looks like he's still got a twitch in his eye from the pain of the headache.
Yeah. Laz is, yeah. Whatever the group wants to do.
Oh dear. I suppose if we're flying and run into something like, I don't know, something like a griffin in the way, then we probably should be at our best.
That's
Damn
kind of what I'm
ideas.
thinking.
Maybe we shouldn't camp next to the lake of monsters, though.
Oh, yes, I
mean-
didn't mean like here on the beach specifically. I meant here before we left. Just since it does look like there's a storm coming, I don't know if we're going to want to fly through a storm.
Cash, you were saying. Also, why is the dungeon master smiling?
No reason.
He started smiling as soon as you said camp here for the night.
You know, maybe
we
that's
don't-
not a good idea. But Cash,
We don't know that.
Of course, I could be fucking with you.
Could
Of course
be.
you are. Cash.
I don't know what your question was because y'all kept interrupting your own. You kept interrupting your own question to
Sorry.
question
You
DM's motive.
were saying
That's nice.
something. Yeah.
I was saying don't give the DM ideas when you start talking about griffins and shit.
Oh, well, fair. Well, you got that. Cash has the hut, right? We've used that before. I'm not just imagining that, right?
Gosh,
Yeah.
think
Dad
sh-
has the hut.
Oh yeah.
Jean did.
Yeah, Jean had
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, no, that's
Unless
a bad
somebody
idea.
multi-class Cash to be a part bard without me knowing, and I don't have that version of the character sheet.
I thought that was the cleric spell.
No, it's a bard's and wizard.
And how did Vive have it?
'Cause
Faye,
they're-
maybe?
Or he picked a version of whatever the fuck that could get spells from
Yeah.
another.
Yeah. Oh, I'll research now. I'm curious, but sorry, I stopped myself before I said it in character because I was confused.
Huh.
All right.
I mean,
You
give him
guys
enough
want to
time
see if
and
you can
give him
find
an
like,
axe, and he could make a log cabin. But
if you guys want to see if you can find like a good spot in the woods, you certainly could. A good defensible
It-
spot.
I can try and find us a good spot, guys.
Do
Go
we
ahead.
want to stay or do we want to go? Honestly, I think it's up to Sado.
Why don't we take a vote? If there is a storm coming, I see that we should probably get to the other land before taking rest. And if the fire scrolls wear off, we can always walk the rest of the way. Although the climb may be strenuous for some of you.
Who does he look at when he says that?
The
Just for
little
my
guy.
own knowledge.
Probably Cash, because he has a
The
full
armor?
set of armor on.
Yeah.
Plate armor.
Yeah, that might be a little
DM with
heavy.
my stormy nature and love of storms and all stormy things, can I determine about how far off the storm actually is?
Good shot. We'll do a nature check. I'll give you advantage.
Uh, 17.
17. It does look like it's like brewing to be a pretty good storm. It's maybe 20 minutes away.
Oh shit.
And it is heading toward you guys.
From what
with
direction?
that though, like from the mountains, west to east.
So we'd be going into it.
And you guys would be going into it. However, you can, Cash, with your knowledge, you could possibly fly over it. It'll be
I take it.
cold and uncomfortable, but it'll be cold and uncomfortable, or flying through a storm.
not flying through the storm.
So we're going
Yeah,
above.
the guy in
the-
plate armor flying through lightning.
Yeah, but I'm of the element, so
Still.
It's
Still,
like
it's
if
more
So
the
that
fact that
means
you
one
would
of
be-
two things. It'll either completely avoid you, or it's completely attracted to you.
yeah.
Or
that
it'll
just
hit
means
you
no
and
one
hit
else-
the people next to you.
yeah, I'll just use it like you rub your feet on the carpet and then you zap your sibling.
Yeah.
Y'all might get tased a little bit. Just saying. Okay.
It's like if Cord cast Shocking Grasp on you.
God damn, Genma, how many channel points you got? He just dumped 60,000 to give Prince Cash and Laz advantage.
He's burning
Oh,
through 'em.
shit. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I don't. Do you
You're
post something?
more, but I ran out of charges for advantage.
Oh. I don't know what the reset time is on that.
Yeah, we can. Storms are coming our way. We go through it. We can camp out here. Go over it, but it'll probably be kind of miserable either way.
Chatspiration goes to Kalen, by the way. I see what you did there, chat. Let's give. So 4 people have advantage now. I see what you did there.
Swamp.
But let me see if I can find a spot that might shade us a little bit from, the storm.
Now everybody has advantage.
I have advantage now.
Jesus.
Oh shit. Does the we're looking for a spot to stay dry be a nature or survival check?
That would be survival.
Okay. That 14.
You see kind of an area where there's a bunch of like down trees, in a configuration that would make you could easily set up a shelter around them.
They're not down from lightning, are they?
You're not sure.
Damn it.
Can
Well, I
we check
mean,
for
if they
claw
are,
be
they're not going
just
to
they
attract
got
it
ill.
more.
Are they down from some gigantic tree-killing monster?
Are there large claw marks or scorch marks?
Go
I
check
just
it out.
lead us to the middle of a giant footprint. Here, guys, this is great.
It's the T-Rex footprint from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, you all lay
No,
down
it's
and
the
in
Godzilla. It's the Godzilla.
mid like
footprint from-
camping, you all realize you're in a big footprint.
Yeah.
We figure out as we're like, hey, what's that sound? Is that? Oh shit, that's Trask.
Yeah.
Hey, those trees over there look like they might offer us some protection. It might be cold, but we at least might stay dry down there.
We could start with an
Alright.
hour.
And I
Alright.
can at least set up I can set up a perimeter that if anything comes into the 20-foot area that we're in, it will alarm us.
Right, and you need some time to get Mazikeen back, so maybe we should just take our break. Rest.
All right.
Also, we get started soon. We could build a fire that might withstand the storm.
So kind of taking jobs here and there, setting up, building up the shelter a bit, and gathering firewood, and Caitlin getting Mazikeen back. Are you going with Al again, or?
Yes, going with Owl again. And then after she does that, I am going to use pretty much when we go to sleep for our 8 hours, I will use the alarm spell. So it's a 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast the spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. And then you can choose whether it's mental or audible. So I guess she would ask the party if they would want to hear it, all hear it audibly, or if she should just have it be a mental thing that she.
as much as everybody here needs their beauty sleep, I think Audible is better.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then she'll just make it that for everybody who's here, Masakine, and then most like woodland creatures that are smaller than like say a fox, just in case they come into that area, like squirrels and shit.
Okay, I do believe you can like set
Danger,
like,
danger, squirrel,
certain
squirrel.
creatures and people.
Yeah,
where, like they won't
that's what I
set
mean.
it off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like anything that's smaller than like a fox, wildlife wise.
Gotcha.
Why has the
Normal
alarm gone
wildlife
off
wise.
80,000 times? Oh, I forgot to ward against ants.
Right.
Ping, 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 ping.
This island is infested with mosquitoes.
Oh.
I
So guys,
probably
I'll
wouldn't do
take-
that.
I'll take first watch. So yeah, I didn't get hurt that bad, and a lot of you could use the rest. But one more thing before we rest. She's holding the egg still. How are we storing this? What are we going to do with this? I don't know if I trust the bag of holding.
I mean,
Yeah, we didn't think about that at all, did we?
we got fixes for an omelet?
Excuse you?
No. I mean,
There's a couple of y'all with wings. Anybody want to sit on it until we get home?
I feel like I feel like maybe whoever's taking watch just has it.
I don't play mother hen.
I
So I
also
don't
feel like you might.
Break it.
Your mom's a kobold or dragonborn. Dragonborn? Weren't you an egg?
Is Endless around?
Roll perception.
Are any
I rolled 2 12s. Really? 14. Even with advantage, I can't see shit.
11 for me.
You don't see him. So you're not sure. A nifty thing that does happen though. Liam says in your head, "Oh, Sato sounds a lot more like himself. I wonder what it was earlier."
Hey, Cole. Are any of us getting any sort of sense off the egg, like any sort of weird
None at all?
anything? Beautiful.
I obviously don't trust it because of what it is, but I don't have the sense that I did when I touched the piece. Like that was almost painful in how it reacted and tried to grasp a hold of me. It feels ominous, but I'm just holding it. It's not trying anything as far as I'm aware. I guess we'll just see how the night goes, and maybe we should double up on watch just in case.
That's not a bad
That's-
idea.
All right. Well, I'll take first watch.
Well, I didn't get hurt much. I could take first with you while the rest
Okay.
take a nap.
I'll take second.
Are we doing 4-hour watches?
Sure,
Oh,
we can.
I'll take second with you.
And I shall take the third.
As you guys are kind of getting situated, bed rolls out, stuff like that.
Stop
Checking for when
smiling.
checking for when he switches the map.
Yep.
Stop smiling.
Give me a minute.
Switch
Yeah.
the map. Switch the map. Switch the map.
And suddenly everything's on fire.
I assumed we'd at least took a short rest. Well, like, he
Yeah.
Something.
For those that need it, go ahead and take a short rest.
He's like, you're gonna need it.
Is he allowing this?
Okay. Let's do. So. Nope. Okay. Cash. Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
Okay. And Sato at 13 misses, right?
Yes. Also, I don't know how many hit dice I have to use to heal myself because I'm still at 70 on my character
Oh
sheet.
shit. You were down to, I think it was like 53.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You got down pretty good, and then got healed.
Cash healed, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You were
want to say, I
down to
think you
20
took-
something, if I remember. Sato got hammered on a little bit. Kaylin, I'm assuming a fucking 7 misses. Lazarus, 21.
Hits.
And Prince, natural 19. Hey, 22.
Awesome.
Okay, so Laz and Prince, the two of you take. Where's my other? Where's my other one? Fuck it. The two of you take 7 points of acid damage.
No.
As you all start hearing like hissing sounds, and you look about you, and like there's like acid spots all around the camp, and you all turn around and look, and come on, roll 20. Just calm down, thank you. You all look around and see a horde of small green ants.
What the?
That's why I was smiling, just because I freaking said
Yeah.
ants.
Yep.
Yeah, I was,
I was scrolling to see what to throw at you, and I saw an ant, and I'm
Too
like, there we go.
small.
This is.
What was that? Not giving the DM ideas?
Look, I'll take ants over
Right.
griffins, okay?
Can I?
And they are smaller than foxes, so they didn't set you off.
How big are they?
Probably like about a cat, maybe.
Okay.
If that.
Mm,
Not quite
Uh,
tiny, but
Can Kaylin do a reaction attack with
Well-
a cantrip?
is it a reaction?
Thanks. Oh, it does. Yes. I would like to do the protective field.
On.
Probably last because he had taken damage earlier. So he would get damage reduced.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Fuck yeah, max. That's 11 points of healing for last.
Hey, good roll.
Yeah, I rolled max for what it was because it's a D8 and I rolled an 8.
22
that
for initiative.
Okay, give me one moment here. Okay, weird, but alright. 10. Okay, 22 for Sato. And Laz.
16.
And Kaylin.
Nat 20 for a 24.
Yo, 24. Okay, Prince.
My third 14 of the day.
There we go.
There we go.
Good to be
So
consistent.
that's 40. That's 42, right?
And Cash.
18.
All right. So first, as you're like hearing these hissing sounds, and you look over, Kalen, you throw up a protective field around Laz, and you watch the acid like hit him, but like depending on the angle, you see it's like right in front of him, and the acid just kind of drops to the ground, because with that amount, he didn't take any damage. So.
That was all of it, yeah.
With that, you pull out your rapier. You're first.
Okay. Sorry, the distance.
I really gotta get the Roll20 sound working for me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
All right. I still have. Where's that?
Sometime for me to die.
Yeah, I do. I was like, do I still have action surge? I do.
Mhm.
Because I took a short rest. Okay. So with her rapier, she is going to come out here. Sorry. Ooh. Roll20 changed on me since the last time I was in here. I guess it updated. Where's my ruler? There it is. They moved the ruler on me. There we go. Okay. That. Oh my god. Let me pick her up. Sorry.
Wonder if it's
Relearning
fixed.
the freaking thing. There we go. Okay. So she is going to take her first 2 attacks at the 2 to her right. So
Hey, I fixed
that
the music.
is
Okay,
Hey.
choose your
Hey.
right. Gotcha.
so that is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
And that's gonna be 8, 7. So 14 points of damage with just the sword, and then it's a D6,
Okay.
right?
So,
for the lightning
well,
damage.
that one then dies. I need you to make
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That is a 12.
Okay, you're good. As
Okay.
it dies, it kind of like and sprays
Yeah.
acid everywhere, but you're able to avoid it.
Okay. So then the second one is a fucking nat 20.
Yo, you
So that's-
probably killed
So
it. I'm
that's
not
a
gonna lie.
that's a 30. That's a 30.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's I can't remember. Do we just double the die, or
Either
do we
or,
roll
either
2?
or.
Okay. So I'm just doubling to 17 points of damage. So it was a 5 on the
And
die.
dex
so
save?
10. Okay. And that's a dirty 20.
Good.
Okay. And then action surge. I am going to get
The next two.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that is a 19 on the die to hit.
Yep.
Plus, yeah. So, 9 points of damage on just the sword, and then 6 points of damage from lightning damage.
Okay, dex save.
That is a 17 on the die, so 18.
Good to go.
And the last one
Mm-hmm.
is a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
Close.
And that is going to be 10 points of damage on the die, or on the for just the dagger, or
Mhm.
dagger rapier, and then 3 points of damage.
Just barely.
Just barely takes it out.
Yeah. Deck save.
Okay. And that is an 11.
That's a fail. That's
Oh,
6
there we
points of acid damage.
Actually, you know what?
Get it
I
on
am
your
going
foot.
to use.
Ow.
Actually, I'm going to use my arcane deflection for that one. So,
Okay.
So that would make it a 15 for my save, for my deck save.
Okay, then you're good.
Okay, I'm done.
Sato? I used 3 key points, by the way.
I get them all back after a short rest.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't move myself.
Oh.
Weird.
I want to move
Oh.
here-ish.
Give me a moment here.
Oh, there. Now I can move myself.
That's how I just
All
goes
right.
way
Oh, I
across
see
the
what
board.
you're doing. Deck save, con save. What do you need?
Dex.
Okay, for the first 2. Hey! 18.
I'm going to do a 30-foot line
Uh,
of Dragon's Breath.
first one, 18. Next one,
Succeeds.
next one, 10.
Fails.
And the next one, 9.
Fails.
Alright.
11 damage. Half to the one that succeeded.
Alright. So he's barely hanging on. The other 2 are barely hanging on. They're not good, guys.
And I guess I'll start punching since it says I can only replace one of my attacks with Draconic Energy.
So, first one in line.
Yep.
Football
Punch
kick.
those in.
Definite football kick. 13 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit, and your minimum damage is gonna kill all 3 of these things. So as long as you hit them, they're dead. Deck save.
22.
Oh yeah, you're good. No acid on you. Actually, let's do a little fun thing. Make an athletics check.
Athletics is plus 8. 26. 17 plus 8.
That's a lot bigger than I was expecting, so we're gonna do them both. You kick the one into the other 2, which takes out their last 2 hit points each. So it's just kick, explode, 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 just acid everywhere. And Sato just stands back like, this.
Yeah.
Kaylin smirks at him and goes, "You gotta tell Abakir about that next time we see him."
Indeed. And that's my turn. If I
with,
can't get to the other one.
with 1 left, Cash.
Next one I was gonna do less impressive.
Just imagine how I feel.
Con save for the last ant, please.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes! 6.
Remember, you
it
have
gets struck-
advantage.
It gets struck with
Yeah.
lightning for 15 damage.
Not yet. That's more than 13.
Laz and Prince are just chilling in the back. Like, well, actually, Laz has fully been watching the other direction because all of the ants have been on one side, so he has been watching the other direction.
Or we're the ones
thought-
that got hit by acid, so they were protecting us. Where we were like, my clothes, my
Yeah.
fur.
I
This
thought
is
Laz
true.
would be like, and then I pulled bag of popcorn out of the bag of holding and chill back and
Yeah.
watch.
The bag of the popcorn of
You
holding.
guys got this.
They're
And with
cool.
that,
I just
I didn't even get to
Prince-
attack with one. Aw.
Prince, I just saw them take out an entire cult on an island. This is a bunch of ants. We're fine.
Good. They singed my fur. I gotta fix that.
Yeah.
A quick mending fixes the robes.
Mm.
But with that little excursion dealt with,
Ant smasher.
thanks, Witchy. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I literally okay. There's minions. Let's go to monsters. Scroll. Acid ant. Zach did say ants earlier. Let's do it. Let's just grab those and throw them on.
Oh, man,
look,
man.
Like y'all can blame me, but it's free XP, so whatever.
This
Right.
is true. Yeah, this is true.
If only we were XP based. So you finish your shelter. Throw that.
Take
up
another
and,
short rest.
and
Yeah.
get ready for the night.
Yep.
Where, whoever's on watch has the egg.
Cash and I.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the plan.
Are you just sitting it in your lap, putting it in a backpack? What are you doing?
Put in the
I
fire.
kind of imagine sitting it on the ground and just staring at it, like,
Okay.
don't move.
All right.
And before Kaylin lays down, because she's gonna set up the alarm spell, because it only lasts 8 hours, so she would wait until we
Yeah,
actually-
finally getting ready to lay down before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she would show everyone where it's set for the 20 feet.
Okay.
You more or less kind of do the outer edge here, feeling pretty
Mhm.
protected by the trees. They're denser than what
It's
I
just
made.
like you can cross it. I made
Um,
sure that you can cross it without the alarm. I just want you to know that's
Yeah, if you gotta go out and go to the
how
bathroom.
close something has to get before the alarm will go off.
Good to know.
There it is. Before long, the storm does pick up. Cash, you feel comforted as you usually are with storms. And it is raining pretty good. But the spot that was found isn't terrible. Actually, here. Let's see, 1, 2, 5. I'll roll it. Sato, where you're laying, there's like a spot in the roof that just no matter where you move, there's just something always dripping on you.
Oh,
Just that night.
I will put my shield
I-
over him.
I say this as someone who's experienced exactly that. No matter where the fuck
don't
you
know if-
move,
Yeah.
I literally
know if the shield
took,
over him
a
would be
really
better.
huge leaf and put it on my face, so it would drip on the leaf, not my face. It helped.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, with
The
Laz's
shield-
shield, that helps out.
The shield might make it worse because then you're just gonna hear that plink,
Ting,
plink,
ting.
plink.
ting.
Yeah.
But
imagine it's a tin roof. It's a lovely sound. It's fine.
the night goes by. The alarm does not go off. And like I said, Cash, you just kind of feel comforted with the storm itself. And actually kind of,
It's probably just like reclining back,
yeah, it kind of
Relaxing.
lulls you a bit.
tormenting Prince with ideas for what they could use the egg for.
No,
Massive
no
egg-
omelet.
like a
Benedict,
massive
strong
massive eggs Benedict,
egg
breakfast Red
Multiversal monster.
sandwiches.
Yeah,
Some
multiversal
sort of-
monstrosity
Horrible.
over easy.
hash and eggs.
What is wrong with you?
It's his Forrest Gump moment.
For your first watch though, eventually, I think it's more or less like Cash just gets quiet, and Prince is like, "Well, why is he being quiet?" You look over, and he just kind of like, the storm lulls him to sleep, more or less.
Fair.
It's interesting. Like you haven't actually seen him this relaxed in a hot minute. Being outside in a storm is good for him. As you're
They're not so bad when they're quiet.
as you're
I'd say it's
sitting
his
there,
jam, but the way the night's been going, it's probably his huevos rancheros.
right? As you're sitting there quietly, kind of, just enjoying the rain to yourself, looking over at the egg, and just kind of letting your mind wander around that. Well, that was eventful.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Scare me.
I am not frightening at all, said the white-furred wolf with red eyes and fangs.
As the
and
minor god of
claws.
death.
Look,
Reverse
Sato
roll.
can disappear for 5 seconds and come up behind me and it scares me. Okay, just.
Actually, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he did that to me eventually. That man is
wouldn't be.
scary quiet.
Yeah. I don't know how it's possible.
Speaking of possibilities, I noticed there's a bit
Oh, that's good.
more color change in your coat.
Yeah. Do you mean the acid? That'll heal.
No. And he points to the black fur patches that have been growing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Has anything come up recently? Because there's some parts I can't check.
I know we're friends, but I don't know if we're that close.
Not what I've met.
Right?
Like
No, yep,
my.
it's fine. I'm just messing with you. I'm fully aware how much is black. The rest will come with time, as well as other things. Unfortunately, fortunately,
Go ahead.
you may have noticed that you might not be tired.
I mean, I didn't do a whole lot compared to the others. I figured I just didn't use my. I didn't get my zoomies out.
You faced down a forgotten god. You did plenty today. Luckily, you had a friend with you, and it made things go a little smoother than it could have. Though I do
As
believe...
Cat probably snores out French toast.
Scramble. I do believe he just
Deviled
misses Abakir's cooking.
Well, we all do. I'll be honest.
But I am quite proud of all of you. You did everything you were supposed to do. There were many ways that could have gone. Some much more harsh.
I wish we had found a way with less death involved, but no offense.
If it makes you feel any more comfortable. those bodies were no longer in possession of their own souls. They were not quite puppets. They were empty.
Huh. Well, okay. I don't know if that makes me feel better, but makes me feel a little less guilty.
They were dead a long time.
All right.
In a way, you did what Reapers should do. You corrected the balance.
Doing something right accidentally is still doing something right, I guess.
You're not the first one I've heard say that. Well, a new ability is available to you. You no longer require sleep.
Oh, you in trouble, match.
Elf mode, let's go.
The cat can stay up all night? What?
That feels counter to my nature as a cat, but
Trust me, I understand that very much. It's an adjustment, for sure.
3
I
a.m.
guess that's
zoomies are going to take on a whole new meaning.
The alarm goes.
Fucking
no,
bored and I
no.
can't sleep. Ah!
so. Well, I guess that's helpful. I can stay up and keep watch. Gonna be kind of boring all night, but I'll figure something out.
Well, just because you don't have to wake up one of your friends doesn't mean you can't.
Okay.
Sitting
Yeah.
on watch alone can get lonely, for sure. Especially one as important as this. And he looks over at the egg.
Any suggestions on? Do we just hold on to it until we find trouble again?
I wish I knew the best answer. My guess is it would be safest at the tavern. That whole place is a temple of Kor, and it is, thanks to your many friends, well protected. Not only by the protectors of the scales, but by your tribe, Abokir. Well, Abokir's with trouble, isn't he? But at least you all have Kor there.
True.
And nothing gets past Jagger. That was a joke. He's a drunk. Don't leave watch up to him. Yeah.
I was trying to decide if you were capable of jokes, honestly.
That's hurtful.
He's got the food.
I'm
I've known
hilarious.
you recently. I'm just saying that. I very much am thankful for you, but how much time have we actually spent together? Maybe 2 hours total?
Well, I have a demanding job.
I'm not
I
blaming you. I'm just
feel a
expressing.
little attacked here. God damn it.
Not that-
Dustin's trying to keep it.
He's the supervisor who never comes down and talks to his direct reports.
You know what, then? And he lays back on the ground. Me and you will take second watch. How's that?
Oh. All right. Well then. She's like, now I feel nervous. Like my boss is sitting next to me.
Oh, gross. Please don't ever call me your boss. We actually
boss.
have a boss. And though she is a wonderfully powerful and good-natured woman. She also has her days.
You answer to the Raven Queen, right?
That I do, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly.
Mm.
There are layers. But
I can't imagine death is simple. So
of course not. That's why there are more than one god. You may know the Raven Queen herself is only the god of the moment between life and death. Which is what we are there to help with. We're there in that moment. You seem more confident. It's good.
I don't know if that's the word, but it's something. It's
Do you still fear being a Reaper?
no. I don't think I ever feared it.
I don't fear the
I
Reaper plague on my
feared
head.
I feared failing.
Genma, I see your comment. Well, yeah. You are most definitely not failing. You are performing in some ways exactly as expected, in others beyond expectation. This is not an easy thing for anyone in the world. This is not something anyone can do. I would have never gotten the approval to make the deal that we did if someone out there didn't think you could handle it.
I didn't realize you had to get approval for me. Who had to give you approval? I just thought it was you.
One moment, child interruption.
One moment, my other Reaper is calling.
Sorry, different god of death. What? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
No,
we'll
I
set
told
up
you, leave Betty
Any
White
guy,
alone.
Deska?
Nope, look, nope, you can't, nope, we can't, no, that will upset the balance. We're all about
Yep.
balance, right? Nope, can't do it.
No, you can't use your Bonkai in public. Fuck.
Can't reveal that. What are you doing? It's more like, I told you not to call me when I'm working.
You use the death note on who for how many jelly beans?
I will get you the money. You just need to wait.
Okay, sorry. What was the last thing you said to him?
Who did he have to get approval from?
Well, my direct superior. His name is Haskell. Laz met him. He was unhappy with that.
Huh. I'll talk to Laz about that later, but
I already dealt with the paperwork. It's fine.
yeah.
That is the worst part of being a Reaper. The paperwork.
Fair. Well, I don't. Out of game. I don't want to take up too much time here, but
Okay. You guys kind of chat.
I do have one question.
Mhm.
Do you know anything about my uncle?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me?
What would you like to know?
My family hasn't seen him in forever. Is he alive?
He is still alive. I've met him more than once. Your family and the Protectors, they had a long career filled with death and horrors. I was familiar with all of them eventually.
That's intimidating. So, quick side question. If I told my mother about you, would she recognize your description?
No,
Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I'm sure. Knowing what I know about your mother, if you ever told her about me, she would probably freak out.
Yeah.
Reminder that you did actually let that slip.
Yeah. she's not I I kind of want to know where my uncle is, but I guess I kind of don't at the same time. I don't know.
He is one of the few out there that can help you with your magic, right?
That's what I was told, but he didn't even tell me how to find him.
He is elusive.
Yeah. Considering it's been about 23 years. I don't know. I guess I feel a little better knowing that he's at least alive.
He's not going to be far for long.
Fun. Okay.
Cryptic enough for you?
Always.
Good. That's part of the joys of being a Reaper. With that, you guys just kind of continue conversating here and there. But eventually that watch ends. And he stands. Well, I have a bit of a backlog, but this time was nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's been a long time since I've just sat in one place.
It's
Thank
good,
you.
I think, to just stop every now and then.
Well,
I'm sure you're busy constantly.
with quite a few things. In fact, I may be closing in on a way to help your friend Kate.
Really?
Don't tell her yet. I don't want to get her hopes up, but maybe.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That was the reaction I wanted anyway. Good. Love you too. For third watch, you could wake up Sato, if you wish.
Or
I
Kaylin
think-
and Les.
Just sit there for a while and just if somebody wakes up organically, she'll just be like, "Oh, I lost track of time," but she'll just sit there in the silence for a while with her thoughts.
Sato, roll a d20. See if you wake up.
7.
Nope.
Heavy snow.
You all kind of sleep through the night comfortably. And eventually the day comes. The storm passes. You all awaken and see Prince sitting, not looking tired at all.
She's now a morning person. This is not good.
She's a,
Morning.
did that
Got the
weird
coffee already
insect-
made.
Yeah, did that weird insect acid mess with you a little bit?
Why didn't you wake us up?
You guys were sleeping. That's not,
But
and
you need to sleep too.
well, apparently I don't anymore. So that's helpful.
Wait,
Just
what?
don't.
Something about being a reaper. I guess I don't need sleep. Which makes sense. People die all day. It's not like they take a break.
And this was
So
here, wasn't he?
yeah.
I mean, that's convenient, I suppose. You're able to keep an eye on the egg. If anybody can take care of it, I mean, you're the most qualified of all of us.
Oh, well, thank you. But yeah, it just you guys were sleeping, and I thought I'd let you guys get as much rest as you need.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
As the morning comes and breakfast is had, making your way back to the beach was only like a 3-4 minute walk, if that. Back to the beach, you see like the morning mist, morning fog all over the water, and it is equally unsettling and beautiful. Pull out your scrolls once again. You have Mazikeen, by the way.
I was going to say she was going to whistle for Mazikeen and going to ask her to just kind of see how high up the morning fog goes.
Only about 20-30 feet.
Oh.
Not huge.
Is there anything flying above the morning fog that she can see?
There are some other birds here and there, including like some seagulls and stuff. But nothing
large and dangerous.
Nothing scary.
Okay.
No
Nothing
rocks.
above
Okay.
As a quick note, you'll be flying much faster than she can, so you'll have to hold on to her.
Tuck her in.
Yeah,
I
these
figure.
scrolls are
probably just, like-
fast as fuck.
Mhm.
A fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, usually its fly is 60 feet. I believe these are 200. If I remember
wow.
right. Yeah, you guys gonna be
There will be
zipping.
She'll tuck Mazikeen into like an inner coat pocket.
Yeah, the heads
Like a
just
cat.
popped out. Just
Yep.
There will be a point where Prince wonders, what happens if I cast haste on somebody right now?
fucking rocket.
Pew. Kind of tempted.
Sato the Comet.
She's looking at everybody like, who do I pick?
As you each take a scroll of dragon flight, is what they are called.
Ooh.
And cast the spell. Each of you.
Suggest all of you keep your mouths closed.
What?
Each of you grow a pair of spectral colored dragon wings.
Ooh.
And begin to weightlessly lift. And one by one, just Superman take off and begin following Sato through the air. A few of you, this is your first time, like, real full flight.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a interesting experience. I'm sure.
Mazikeen, how do you do this?
What? No, actually, with
How do you fly?
this is like magical flight. So like, you guys could talk if you wanted to.
Mazikeen's like, I do it at a third the speed. What are you doing?
Mazikeen's holding on for dear life.
Mazikeen's like, this is crazy. I love it. I love it.
Wait till I tell the rest of the familiars.
Uh,
Anybody's gonna cast haste on anybody. It should be magic.
Magic.
hey,
I'll do it.
But all of us can still talk as we're flying.
yeah,
All right.
cause magic.
Is there like an order that anybody's in?
I just want to hear Jinmo say an exaggerated "we."
We.
100%. Love it.
So
Mhm.
so Sado, how long do you think it'll take for us to get to the monastery?
Yeah. Cause I don't know.
200
Who the fuck said that?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think he caught
That
a
was
bird
Magic
in his
Key.
mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping your mouth closed is very helpful.
Let's see.
Didn't know you could hit that note.
70 feet per second.
Shit.
We mathing.
47 miles an hour. And
Nice.
it's 230 something miles.
So roughly 5 hours? Well, 4.5.
Yep.
Well,
four-
I got
4
my
hours.
fur to protect windburn. I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
And the spell only lasts 2 hours, right?
Yeah, with the angle that you'll have, you guys will be able to like reach the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And just have to climb the mountain. Just climb a mountain.
Just climb a whole mountain.
Yeah, just climb a mountain. It's fine.
Climb a mountain of mystery.
My jogging path.
I can fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
you guys would probably be able to reach, like the path that you guys, where you guys saw the little camp,
Mm.
with the kids and everything. There's a path that
Mhm.
leads up through there. That Sato would be
So-
very familiar with.
So, who's this Rohar that you've spoken of? I've heard the name thrown around a few times by a few different people. And every time there seems to be a bit of hesitation, I suppose.
He is my master. He is the one that taught me the ways in which I know how to fight and to defend myself. In a sense, he was almost like a father figure to me.
I see. So you've known him since you were a child, then?
Yes.
And what's he like?
He's very reserved, but very wise. He tends to speak in riddles from time to time, as all masters do, or at least the ones that I have known. He teaches with a firm hand, but is rewarding at the same time. You shall see.
All right.
Any other conversations anyone want to have? We'll have you guys roll perception checks.
Yeah. Nat 4. 1.
You do have
Holy
advantage though. I assume you have the visor on.
Nat 4 and Nat 1.
Oh
That
shit!
was
Oh
advantage.
no!
Shit. So
Yeah.
here's the problem Prince is having. They are seeing everything, but at this speed, they're seeing everything really fucking fast.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that?
Oh,
What was that?
I feel like
Penny.
part of the flight, they'll have to like close their eyes to not throw up.
The zoomies are hitting right now at 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
I got a 17.
17. All right.
16 plus 1.
I just rolled my third nat 20 of the night.
Hell yeah.
Okay, your
I
dice
got that
loaded.
meg luck, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So that's a
Uh,
25.
25. Laz
At a 15.
and Cash.
21.
21. So Cash, Sato, and Kaylin. The three of you see off in the distance. All kind of not exactly over the mountains, but near the mountains. And only for a few moments, each of you do catch the sight of a very large flying creature.
Mm.
Its wingspan larger than you would ever expect. Kaylin, you're the only one that's able to focus in, and you see beautifully colored scales of a dragon. The color, for a moment, you're like, this is a very beautiful silver dragon. But with a nat 20, right before it dips out of your view, the light catches it perfectly, and you see bright, flashing platinum scales.
She's like doing that thing when you're like staring at something, but you're trying to get someone's attention. She's like, Laz, Laz, Sato, did you see that?
No.
Would I know about it since I lived in the area, or is it, I guess, quote unquote, new?
There's always been stories. Well, if Kaylin says exactly what she saw, you would recognize the description of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon.
She's like a little bit like teary-eyed. She'll tell everybody that it's from like the wind in her eyes, but she's a little teary-eyed because she's like, oh my God, it's a fucking dragon. It's a dragon. But she's like, it's just there was a dragon. Did you see it? It was flying over there, and I swear its scales were platinum. I've never seen
sounds like
such a creature
Bahamut.
before. Bahamut.
Whoever wishes to can make a religion check.
I will do
Sato,
that.
you already-
Slowly put the egg in a bag just in case.
Oh,
I'm
wow,
holding just-
bag.
I got
Yeah.
19 in my religion, if that,
You're
18
already
for me.
fully aware of Bahamut.
Yeah. I
Your
figured.
monastery, like, I'm not gonna say like they worship him, but
They pay reverence
Yeah.
to him.
he does have importance to them.
18.
18. Yeah, you're very aware of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, the god of the chromatic metallic dragons.
He says that, and she just does the whole. What?
Sato's just nonchalantly like, this is Bahamut.
Yeah, it's just Bahamut.
I
Um,
wasted my nat 20 for a 21.
The natural 20, you specifically, you know that there are stories of just Bahamut, or at least an aspect of him, from time to time enjoys just flying through Exandria. What exactly he'd be doing around here? Maybe he likes the mountains. Maybe you just happened to fly by. You're not entirely sure, but
I'll have to keep a better eye next time. Maybe I'll see him.
Kaylin is like slightly losing her mind. It's fine.
Eventually, you start feeling the magic fade, and start dipping down towards that camp, which no longer has people there. But you each kind of come to a landing. Make performance checks.
I already used my good roll. Oh god, this is a
See
plus
who
zero.
lands cool
Ooh,
and who doesn't.
23.
Prince fucking flies in, does like a
16.
tuck and like flip and like superhero lands beautifully. Sato,
12. Sorry.
16.
16. Same thing without the tuck and flip. Kalen, you kind of like come in and like stop and then come in and then like land, you know, little wobbly need, but it's good.
Stumble forward
That's
a little.
good. That's good. Cash? Oh, did we lose
Sorry,
it?
what?
Oh, performance check. Laz, what'd you
Sorry,
get?
somebody was trying to call me.
I'm done for the evening. I just did another nat 20.
Oh shit.
I'm done.
21 for cash performance.
Cash, perfectly, like, you just float in and, like, right near the ground and come up and just softly land on your feet. Laz comes rocketing in and just stops and does, like, the cool, like, anime slide. Stands from the dust, just...
Is it the Winter Soldier? Is it the Winter Soldier when he gets knocked off the roof of the car and that 3-point?
Yep.
I'll take that.
Amazing.
So all in all, good fucking lands. No one bit it, and that's
No one-
important.
just-
Give
Yeah.
me just a moment, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. If you wanted to talk and conversate.
Potty break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short rest. Fine.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The characters.
I mean,
Good.
Laz has wings. He knows how to land. He's practiced. He's
This
probably the
is
most
true.
practiced of everyone.
He hasn't had him terribly long, but he technically, by a few days, I think, has had him the longest of the group. This is the point. Yeah, this is the point we all hit the ground and we're all like, "Oh my god, I have to pee from breakfast," and all the party runs out into the woods and pees.
Yep. It's a night of nat 20s. Let's
I'm
go.
telling you,
I can't believe I rolled fucking 3.
Well, two in a row on a religion check and a performance check.
Hell yeah.
So, if/when we get into a fight later, I'm gonna die.
You still have inspiration, don't you?
I do. Yeah, this is
Mhm.
true. I'll mark that
I
on
do
my
too.
sheet.
I have to remember to use my chatspiration before the end of the game.
Mm.
But yes. I imagine they land and Kaylin is just asking Laz and Sato everything they know about Bahamut.
Mm. He's
Like
Laz
this is
is
probably the
telling-
most animated that you've seen her. She
Mm.
might really like dragons.
Oh, she's like a horse girl, but with dragons.
Oh, she's one of those types.
Beautiful.
It's
Well,
hard.
I
mean, they're
imagine her father probably saw one at some point in his
Oh my God.
command and came back and regaled a young Kaylin with these amazing stories of the dragon that he got to experience in whatever way it was. So she's always been like, the dragon.
Well, yeah, it was. So he told you about that time when we were up in Raston Den that we went up there to train with the Griffin Riders, and it went horribly. I told you this scar here is from that, but up in those mountains was actually where we saw the off in the distance something a bit like what you described.
However, that was a silver dragon.
That was a silver dragon.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
gosh.
Looking up, you guys can now start heading up the path. This will take about 2 or 3 hours. You
And
don't need
walking.
to roll to stay on the path, because Sato, you are very familiar with this whole area. Everyone except Sato, please make a Constitution saving throw for hoofing your asses up here.
Con save. Well, now that I've burned up those nat 20s, let's see what we got here.
Also get that whole mountain-born thing going for me.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, I'm home. Let's fucking go. You're more or less just jogging up. Everyone else behind just, whew.
That's a 19 for me.
Nice.
That's an 11 for me.
Thighs are burning, calves are burning.
Mm-hmm.
You're not falling behind, but you're feeling the burn.
Also 19.
19.
Come on, old man.
Cash is
Full plate. The man
probably
the
took
man
his
does pull
breastplate
up
off,
plate.
has it slung over his shoulder, just everything's cool. Like,
Oh god, it's
see,
reminding me of
here's
basic
why
training.
it's going good for Cash. He
It's
doesn't
like
get out
Dragon
of
Ball
breath.
Z where they're constantly wearing weighted clothing.
Yeah.
It's right. He can't get out of breath.
Yeah.
Also that.
Cheater.
Yeah. This is reminding me of
Cheater.
basic training. not the. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be all right.
Yeah, Kaylin stays behind Laz. Making sure to.
I appreciate
How are all of you doing back there?
Hanging in there.
that. Good enough.
Alive.
Ugh, what are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing.
Sato keeps going 30 feet ahead, and then 30 feet behind everybody, and then 30 feet ahead.
Yeah.
He's literally doing laps around the party as the party moves forward.
Mhm.
Buff and we're like,
Yep.
maybe we should join
I-
him on the morning jog.
I have experienced that. There's a mountain, a hill that you can climb here in town, and it's got really, really steep switchbacks. And it usually takes me about an hour and a half just to get to the top because asthma stuff. And the last time, which will be the last time I do it, last time I did it, there was this guy, of course he was shirtless, running up the switchbacks. And he ran up and down like 6 times in the time that it took me to get to the top. And every time he'd pass me, I'd be like, damn you.
Show off.
Yeah, pretty much.
You all do eventually reach Mountain's Peak. The path slowly starts becoming like a stone path and then a stone stairway. And you can see one side of them are very worn. Interestingly, you can see that they're not worn by feet. If you take the time to look close enough, they're worn by hands. Sato, you would be able to explain, as part of training, you walk down the steps and then up the steps on your hands.
You know what? I remember the first morning that we were in Rexentrum, before we went out to the Western Winery, you came down the stairs on your hands. I remember that.
I did.
Part of me's like, out of habit, Sato just whoop goes right up.
Oh, we don't have to do that, do we?
No, you do not. Do not hurt yourselves on my account. This is nostalgia for me.
After
How long has it been since you've been
204
here?
steps.
What was the question?
Caleb
So-
had asked, how long has it been since you've been here?
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Pretty much from the day I left until now.
I would say like a year, maybe, if not quite a year.
If I were to guess, maybe roughly around a year. I have not been home, nor did I expect to be home, even at this time.
Eventually.
So what check would it be to also walk up the stairs on one's hands in athletics?
That would be an athletics check.
You know, Liza
Can
ain't
I
gonna do that.
can I see that he's about to do that and cast guidance on him?
Sure.
Oh, I don't need it.
Guidance.
You rolled good?
The caster's gonna pop his chest plate off, hand it to somebody, hand somebody his hammers, hand somebody else the shield, because I don't think anyone wants to carry all three.
Kaylin just puts him in her bag of holding now.
Guys, give me a D4.
Yeah.
If I go, let's add a D4 to this, because why not?
Because you
Because I could absolutely max the shell. That's apparently 25, not 20, and a 4 on the guidance.
With no issue, you follow Sato. Hand for hand.
Because everyone else got nat 20s, I got mine.
Yeah.
Yes,
gonna
I'm
roll
quite impressed.
Sato did it like he just looks down like through his hands.
I'm gonna roll a con save just to walk up these steps normally.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Nat 1 gets tired. Fuck it, wings.
Yeah, no, that was a 16 on the die, and what's my con save?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19
Yeah,
to walk.
you know what? You're at the point where your legs hurt so much like they just can't hurt anymore. So they're just
Right.
at the level that they're at.
Mhm.
So you're just like,
Yep.
all
I like
right, I'm just
the
gonna deal with
Joey
it now.
feeling.
Yeah, just like Reston Den. Yeah,
Eventually, you all reach the top and see a beautiful monastery, well taken care of, stonework, the clay shingles on the roof, very well maintained, archways into many different entrances. Eventually making your way through the southern one into a large, beautiful courtyard with a fountain in the center. People milling about. Most of them dragonborn. I don't have too many tokens laid out right now, but there is other races, an elf here and there. There's even a halfling, and a few lizard folk. But it is an extremely tranquil and beautiful place. The only downside, except for Sato and Cash, the rest of you are a little short of breath with being this high. But even that is manageable. You're handling it fine. But you definitely, notice you can't take as deep as breaths. You all look around and just take in the beauty. There are well manicured trees and bushes, tables and benches. An interesting thing is you can see many of the trees that are standing. They have little holes in like peppered throughout them. And looking out, you can actually see one dragonborn standing next to one of these trees with their finger and just poking the tree over and over. The rest of them, there's a few that are just walking, carrying buckets of water or food. Some are sitting at benches, as they're meditating. One. Mhm.
Kaylin would ask Sato, like whispering, like, "What are they doing with the tree thing?"
It's
Like
one
all
way.
of the. Sorry.
It is one way that we were to train to make our hands tougher, so that when we deliver force with our hands, it doesn't hurt us, but our opponent or target.
For those that don't know, it's actually a Shaolin monk thing that they stand there and do that. It creates little micro fractures in their fingers that then heal up and heal up and heal up and make their fingers really strong. So when they use tiger palm style, their fingers are like fucking knives.
Huh.
Yeah.
Grace
Cool
is
little
just
thing they're
looking at
doing there.
extending her claws and protecting them like
I'm good. You look over and you see a blue dragonborn, dressed in very simple robes, just getting up from a meditative position, and walks over and stands next to the fountain, and looks over and sees all of you. And Sato, you recognize Master Rohar. Leans down, gets a little water from the fountain, and looks at you and holds it out to you.
Master Rohar, it's good to see you again.
And you as well. It has been some time.
Can you believe I survived after leaving?
I had no doubts, my boy. None at all.
I'll take the cup.
It's just in his hands, and it's just a greeting that you guys do after a long absence. Your first drink of water from your master. So
After I take the cup, I will do a low bow. A really low bow.
Now then. I've been filled in here and there from Thava and others of the goings-on out there. You have had some interesting adventures, to say the least.
This world is very big.
And yet you seem to be acclimating quite well. Not to mention, it has been said you faced a dragon.
That I did. That we all did. But my means of facing it were not as you would think. I didn't even get to use my fists. I used some contraption called a tank. It was quite exhilarating.
I will need to know more about this tank. Till then, your friends.
Yes. This is Master Lazarus.
He does like a
This is-
small.
This is Kaylin. This is Prince. And this over here is... Names are escaping me, I'm sorry. Cash.
I was like, you're
These are your
forgetting
friends.
the like there.
I was stuttering. I was like,
He bows to you as well. My home welcomes you all, friends of Sato and Thab. I have heard a few tales of each of you. Bravery, cunning, and some stupidity mixed in.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
Hmm.
Nothing escapes you, Master.
Well then, what is it that brings you home so soon?
Adrana told another bike, why are we here?
There are more scrolls of Dragonflight that could get you back to the tavern.
Right.
Cora left a stash here,
To do it.
informing him of that. When you mention Core, Rohar is just like, right.
Mhm.
Sato's not a fan of teleportation, right?
Not in the slightest, Master Lazarus.
We do have methods of teleportation. But
Whatever Sato's inclination is.
personally, I tend to agree with him. I've teleported a few times in my youth, and you never get used to it.
Mm.
It's the stomach drop. I've leaped from 1,000-foot cliffs and never had such a horrifying, nauseating feeling.
Prince turns to Lazarus. Is that what happened when I went to the astral plane? Was that technically teleportation?
It was some kind of teleportation, but it was like an extra special kind of teleportation.
It was a planar
Okay.
shift. So.
It was like you
the
didn't move.
way I picture
the
it,
planes moved
I was about to
around
say,
you.
the way I picture with that, it's more less you moving and more everything else moving.
Well, that's terrifying. No, thank
I like that thought.
Yeah.
We also might ask if you have some sort of chest or box or something that we could put something valuable or breakable in.
We have a few, yes. What are we
It's
talking
an
about
egg,
here?
Master Rohar.
An egg.
A bronze dragon egg.
Copper. This one's copper.
Copper? Yeah,
Yeah.
copper.
Oh, really? I was
He
thinking bronze.
wide-eyed at that. Because again, remind everybody, dragon eggs are rare. They don't get laid often.
Right. So, something that could protect the dragon egg.
Right. Right. Come with me. And he takes you kind of to an area where you would know Sato is what would pass as an office, I guess, if not exactly an office, but he takes you all there, and he does pull out a beautifully made chest, completely smooth wood, and the ironwork all around it is like stylized in the shapes of like dragon wings and scales. He opens that up, and it's big enough to fit the egg. Inside, you can actually see that it is cushioned inside as well. And he reaches in and pulls out a helmet. It is a just plain silver helmet that doesn't look like it would. Words, Dustin. It would look completely normal on just a normal soldier dude.
Not special enough to
mundane.
It is completely mundane looking, yet it is in a very beautiful box. And when he takes it out and sets it on the floor, he is very careful when he does that.
Interesting.
Sato, roll a history check.
17.
17.
Wait, what's my history? Oh, never mind. My history's +5. I thought it was only +1. So, 21. 16 + 5.
You
Okay.
recognize this helmet. The name of the wearer is forgotten to time. But it was worn by a simple man, a simple soldier, who once, when his home was being attacked by an evil blue dragon, he was the one that dealt the final blow. He stood alone against this dragon and saved his home. This is a very ancient artifact. We're talking just after the calamity.
Oof.
And afterwards, he sets it down. He takes the box and hands it over to Kaylin so Prince can put the egg in.
Kaylin opens it.
And
Pulls it out and sees his reaction and puts it slowly in the.
yeah,
in the crate.
he eyes that egg like, oh fucking wow. Like he cannot believe he's looking at an egg right now. At a
Sure.
dragon egg.
Same.
Prince, as you place it in the box, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck!
You got this.
Why?
You have advantage. You still have your inspiration.
Yes. You'll see. I'm gonna use it. Yes. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. When you place the egg in the box, you feel kind of like a pulse, like a heartbeat, almost. Just one quick boom, boom. And for a few moments, you don't want to put it down. If you just opened it, everything would be fine. Completely fine. It'd be easy. Then you shake your head and let go of the egg.
Jeez. Closes it, and if there's a latch of any kind, she'll latch it.
There is. It does lock.
Don't open that.
He hands you a key.
Thank you.
A iron key with a at the top, bottom, the handle is a dragon head.
Oh.
If I may ask one more favor,
Of course.
is there any kind of pack or straps of some kind that we could use to carry this a little easier than just holding a chest?
I believe we can fashion something. Yes.
We're just a little wary about putting it in a bag of holding. We don't really want to let it out of our sight.
Nor should you. Letting that thing out of your sight would be terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Catastrophic.
Not to mention, should anything happen to that egg, I'm sure the one who gave it would be most displeased. Council of
crap.
Dragons are
Background.
calm, beautiful beings. But when they are angered, they can shake the entire world.
Yeah, Master Rohar, about that. We actually got it from a tree, not a dragon.
I'm aware. Now that I see the egg itself, I remember seeing it once before. Thava brought it here. Asked where she should take it. I suggested far north, in the frozen wastes. There are other suggestions that were given out. She never told me where she chose. But out of a tree, I can only guess. You went to the eyes of the lake, Fevergo. She is a very
was lake.
smart and wise woman, but as you said, I know as much. Now then, I wish to ask you a question.
Oh.
I have recently come to the knowledge that you all will soon be hunting another dragon. Is this correct?
Yes, Master.
And this one is much older. The beast you faced before, though powerful, the difference between an older and younger dragon is immense. Do not, under any circumstances, underestimate your foe. They are cunning. They are shrewd. And they are always prepared with contingencies.
Who?
Now then, we'll take a little time to eat, and you can tell me about this tank.
His name is
All right,
Cash.
Master.
Oh.
You take a bit of time to kind of, have a lunch, late lunch. No, it'd be about lunchtime. It's
I just want
it's
to add
simple
one
food.
thing real quick.
Mhm.
I just want to add one thing real quick, just in case Meg listens to these. Prince is really sad that Trouble is not here to give a Trouble recap to this guy.
Well, if Sato would like to give a trouble recap.
Sato hit up the
no.
the little monk's room.
Yes. Right as you said that, it's like bathroom break.
We'll keep your rice warm.
We'll get you one day, Jenma. But yeah, you guys kind of fill him in on specifically how the Black Dragon fight went and all that kind of stuff, and kind of what's been going on. He knows quite a bit, but not everything. And he very politely, quietly listens, asks questions here and there. He is a very calm, and you can see that he cares for not only Sato, but here and there's other people that come by and pay respect to him, and he's kind to each one of them. And here and there you also see the children running around, doing their chores and doing their training. There's one area where you see, like, there's just poles in the ground, and children are standing on one foot on the poles, just standing there.
Prince wants to try.
Yeah, really good. I didn't have
Go
to
for
do
it.
that as a
Roll
kid.
an acrobatics check.
Oh shit. Gonna tail twitching. She's just gonna jump up there. Let's see. Acrobatics is okay. Don't roll bad. I rolled decent. Okay. 15.
15. You're able to, like, hop up there and hold it. You sway a bit.
Does that
When you do that, you feel like a sharp pain in your leg,
How?
and there is a red dragonborn monk with a reed
Mm,
who doesn't say
that to help
anything, just looks up.
Was that to help balance me, or was that punishment for failing?
It switches again. Stay focused.
Yeah. Okay. She's now just very confused. It feels like she's stuck
He
here.
goes. The red dragonborn just keeps walking
mm.
to each pole and here and there.
That is Master Pang.
He does look over at Sato and nods. Sato, as you do your bow, the back of your leg just hurts a little. Phantom pains from years gone by.
Mm.
The rest, you take a little tour around the monastery and see other places. Prince stays right there, because if you try to get down, Master Pang is right there.
Guys, wait!
At the end of about like 15-20 minutes, the group eventually comes back around and you see the rest of the monastery. It's all very beautiful. There's places to sit and meditate, mostly in the courtyard for that. There's an area that kind of overlooks a flat top of a mountain where you can see a farm growing rice and other foods. The food that you ate for the lunch is very delicious, but plain. And eventually you come back around and Prince is still there.
She's focusing.
Roll a, we'll make this a... Oh, what should we make this? Constitution?
I feel like it's a Constitution save after a while.
Yeah. Well, that would be a concentration check, right? So, yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm decent at those. Okay. Guidance doesn't help on saves, right?
Nope.
16.
16. You only get switched 9 more times. But by the time they all reach you, there's a moment where each kid just hops down. And they all very gracefully do it. You do it. You land. You're fine. Leg is sore as shit. But Master Pang walks over to you and respectfully bows.
She bows back awkwardly.
Each kid, you can see they're smiling, like you noticed out of all of them, there's about 12 kids. Each one of them maybe got switched like 1 or 2 times. And there's like 3 kids that never did. So they may or may not be laughing at you.
Not at him.
Like, hey, you weren't good enough. You were. But as you are all walking away, they do kind of like swarm you guys a little bit, and they're checking you out, and they're looking at Cash's armor and kind of like looking and seeing their face in it, and they look at Prince's cloak and they're enjoying the look of that. They're new people, so they're just kind of like checking you guys out like kids do. And a few say hi to Sato, and you recognize them. And just you enjoy seeing your family. But eventually the time comes. You all do grab scrolls, and you are close enough. You should be able to reach Trostenwald. If not the tavern, but Trostenwald. Rohar looks at you all. It has been an absolute joy meeting each and every one of you. Sato, your adventure so far has made me proud, and I look forward to hearing more success. Remember what I told you about your dragon.
Aisha, Master Rohar. And thank you. I should do everything I can in the name of the dojo. And for these people that follow me and are my friends.
He approaches and hands you like a small pouch. When you see Kor again, give him this for his tea.
All right.
Good luck, and may the winds carry you. You all once again cast the spell. The dragon wings unfurl around you all. The kids cheer, laugh, and ooh and awe, and watch you all take off.
Doesn't get old.
All in all, your time here, though short, almost feels like you've been here for days, and your tiredness is gone. You take to the skies and head for Trustenwald. Ooh. You do see, not too long after taking off, in the air, there are other flying figures. Looking out, they might be heading towards you.
Were we expecting company?
As they're coming, Sato, roll perception for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Natural one.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
You open your eyes and look over, trying to see who's coming, and a bug, big, thick fucking bug, just splats in your face.
Ew.
Laz is gonna peel off to the right and kind of get an angle.
Well, Laz, then go ahead and roll perception. Sorry, Sato.
Okay.
Prince just prestidigitation and clean him.
You can get him clean, but the taste.
Can't do anything about taste. So.
That's a 23.
23. You do see, you're able to notice as they get slightly closer. It is a group of 6 individuals, and you know of these people. They are Aarakocra.
I will inform the rest of the group that that is what's inbound.
Sato, once you now know who they are, you know there is a village of Aarakocra that live at the northwestern part of like the mountains nearby. They're not mean people, but they're very this is our area.
Territorial.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they don't really like people in their area uninvited. They do trade with the monastery here. They have cordial relations.
But we're under the effects of the Dragon Scroll. Can they actually keep up, or we just...
You're not sure? You could
They're
totally
headed
try to
towards us.
outfly him. With the speed you guys could go, the likelihood of you guys getting away? Probably.
They're heading towards us, or they're coming up behind us.
With that roll, you can tell that they're kind of banking towards you.
Would
They're
we like to bank away?
But perhaps they have news? mean, doesn't they don't
They
seem
are a hot minute away from their place. I mean,
Their town.
when I said like the northern, like this is where Talonstadt is.
perhaps they have news of something up ahead that we should avoid. Maybe we should listen to them. Why don't we stop and let them come to us to show that we mean them no harm?
I second that.
That is fair. There's
We're
a
not
village.
planning on stopping, so like landing. As long as we tell them we're flying straight through, hopefully they'll just let us pass.
Yeah, if we just hover here for a second.
Okay.
Then we can wait.
It doesn't take long for them to reach you. They are fast, not Dragonflight Scroll fast. You could have outflown them if you wanted, but they do reach you. And one kind of flies ahead of the others, and they kind of hover, not far away from you, close enough to speak. What brings you to the skies, Landwalkers?
Traveling home.
I'm from the dojo. That's not far from here. I believe you trade with us from time to time. We are merely only passing through, trying to make it to our destination.
Passing through. Yes. They look about each other, and now you can see like a few of them do have like backpacks, larger backpacks on. This is likely a trading caravan, if you want to call it that, if that's the right word.
An Aravan.
There you go.
Mhm.
If you didn't already have inspiration, I'd give it to you.
Mhm.
Fuck it, that was a good one. The skies belong to us.
You want us to go around? I mean, we'll do what you need. We're just trying to go home.
Where is home?
Well, my home kind of travels, but right now it's at a place called the Barbarian.
Make an insight check.
Oh shit. What's my insight? Nat 20. 22.
You look, not one of them believes there is a place called Barbarian at all. They 100% think you're lying. They're like, there's no way anyone called a place the Barbarian.
That's not the name of the town. That's the name of the establishment in the town.
Yeah, it's run by this guy who likes puns, and it's really annoying. And it's, but my mother and my mama are there, and you know, I want to go. I want to go home. So, can we come to an agreement? Can we fly somewhere that's not in your direction? What can we do?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
DC is adjusted because you did say you were from the monastery, and they do recognize Sato's robes. Get up, whatever you can call it.
Monk
28. Fuck yeah.
They look about each other, and they do talk to each other in a language none of you understand. And eventually the leader looks over and nods. Fly swiftly. And remember, this is a courtesy we are extending.
I'm assuming that means you extended only once?
You assume correctly.
Yep. All right. Let's go, guys.
Accepted and
slowly-
appreciated.
Fly swiftly.
Thank you.
They then start heading towards the monastery. Yeah. Like I said, they're not assholes. They just aren't very nice
Yeah, the kind of asshole.
to anyone but other Aarakocra.
They're not assholes. They're just a little racist.
Kind of. Yeah. But you guys start heading towards Trust and Malt, full speed. Eventually reaching, with that, you would be outside Trust and Malt, maybe an hour's walk, if that. So you would reach it. The time would probably be like late, 10, 11. Probably tired. I don't know if it would really take effort to do that, or if it's like riding a horse.
Walk.
I don't know.
It's a whole new set of muscles to turn and
Well,
stabilize
they're
yourself.
magical wings though. So are you even using muscles to work them? Like, and
I almost did a superhero blow by at the Aarakocra. They're arrogant.
they are. They are. That, and they don't like the actual location of their home to be known, so they keep that a well-guarded secret.
I wonder what they consider to be the skies. Like, how high do you have to go before you're in the sky and they can, like, be a dick to you?
They think they own the entire region. It's perfectly fine. They wouldn't have been able to do anything anyways. You tie up a bird and he falls to the ground.
This is true.
Eventually, you guys do reach Trust and Wald. You can see many lights from many different campfires from the tribe that is kind of spread out on the outskirts of Trust and Wald. You can see the lights inside the town. The town itself, like I think I said before, they're getting a lot of business. Fuck ton of business. They got people to serve. Many of
do
the
you wanna try
wagons
to-
that were haphazardly destroyed or not destroyed, haphazardly repaired on the go are getting, much needed maintenance. They're not used to sitting in one place for too terribly long, so when they do, they take advantage. So
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, Laz, did you say something?
Yeah, did you want to try to approach from a different angle and be seen less?
No. No. If somebody has something they want to say to me, they can say it to me. Let's go.
They can say it. They can say it to us.
Thank you, Laz.
Kaylin just nods in agreement.
as you approach the town, each of you hear in your head the voice of Raziel. The message that I mistakenly said. So, you know what? You hear, all right, so this is the actual message. We are going to be meeting up. Please use your medallions, if you can, within the next hour or two. Gather your gear, gather your weapons, gather your potions. Many of you gather your wits.
Mhm.
You know who I'm talking about. And we will convene and plan.
Anybody got any wits?
Fresh out.
As you guys go
Uh.
through, so you're going through the camp.
The stealth mode.
I'm not.
I feel like
Laz
that's
is
just
not.
automatic.
There
Yeah.
are a few stairs, but this time nobody approaches. You do see the one who did before, walking with an armload of firewood, and he looks over. His ears twitch, and he continues on his way.
Prince tries to stand a little taller if she's able.
No.
She is able. She's 2 inches taller.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot about that. Jesus.
I am
Jesus fuck.
permanently 2 inches taller. Shit.
You approach the barbarian. As you are approaching, the glass shatters
Fuck.
of the large window.
It's okay.
And a human male comes crashing out.
Oh, it's what that?
He's laying
Check
on the
on him.
ground like he has a lump on his head that's like growing. Stepping up to the window, putting his foot on the windowsill is Shiloh. And that's your warning. About time. Get in here.
You got a warning, huh? All right.
You don't recognize the
Blackjack.
guy,
Get him.
but he looks over. Ugh.
Yep.
He's out.
There.
By the time you guys all get in, the window is repaired. Best investment your mother ever made.
Yep.
Mhm.
The amount of money they wrote that off every year. So much money in business expenses to repair the window.
There's a couple people in the bar. Probably a good 8-9 people. Other than the expected. Hellos are given. You guys kind of go into like the large back table. Where the rest of the previous party meet up with you guys. A quick fill-in on how everything went. And Kaylin, you bring out the box. And show it to them. And Thava reaches over to it and just kind of touches the box. So you got this from Kor. Or, sorry, Rohar. my brain, sorry.
Yeah.
You got this from Rohar.
Kor's like, no.
Yes, Master Kor. Rohar wanted me to give this to you.
Kor
your
looks over.
tea.
Ooh. And he takes it and he starts just seeping it in his tea already. Like he had water like getting ready, so he's like, fuck. Alright. Just starts making his tea. And listens to everyone kind of tell what happened. When you get to the part where Cash and Prince face down, Forgotten God, Bells is taking it fine. Not freaking out at all. Absolutely not freaking out at all.
Internal screening.
Yes. Smoke comes up and like holds one up to her, and she just you can see she thinks about it before she goes no.
Question: do we tell him about the basilisk as well?
Do you?
Don't give my mother a heart attack unless it's
No,
necessary.
I'm wondering if anybody else did. Kaylin wouldn't have.
I was gonna say we encountered the basilisks before we got to the before we even crossed the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, partway through.
More importantly, like, yeah, you tell him about the basilisk, but do you tell him that one of you was
About the
turned to stone?
petrification. Yeah. Oh, that's Kalen's to tell.
If Kalen doesn't say it, then that part is conveniently left out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think at this point, Kalen or Laz is gonna ask for his Kingsguard daggers back from the
Got it,
bag of
yeah.
holding.
Yeah, you guys avoided just barely, but you avoided that. That's what Genmo rolled for, whether or not they found you. But
Oh no, I got a natural 20. I had my microphone up.
no,
27.
like a while when you guys were heading back to the beach from the island.
Oh,
The reason
right.
you rolled was to see if you guys were found at all. By
Gotcha.
one, you were not. So
Mm.
one lower,
Does
you
Laz
would've been found.
ask for his daggers back at the table, or when they go upstairs to go to sleep, or to get
No,
their stuff?
he will ask for them at the table, because when he is given them, he probably won't do this at the table. But if either his mom or his dad kind of separates out at some point, like goes back behind the bar, goes to the office or something, he will catch up with that parent and give his daggers to them.
The reason I ask is when Kaylin pulls the Kingsguard daggers out of the bag of holding,
They're
she
not
also
there.
pulls out her father's dagger with the gem on it and hands all three to Laz.
Oh, this is awkward.
Mhm.
I'm doing something with these two.
Shiloh would be back in the office.
Mhm. Yeah, Laz will just kind of follow back and lay his Kingsguard daggers down on the table.
He puts some papers down and grabs one and looks over and sees that.
Mm.
And what are these for?
Another trinket for the bar from my career and my travels. I'm pretty sure the man who carried them died 2 years ago. And I've been pretending to be someone that I'm not. So I'm gonna leave them here.
He walks over and picks one up and just kind of, turns it and looks at it. I understand what you're going through. While you were gone, I spoke more with Jean, and I may have punched him a few times,
As one does.
but eventually, I accepted why he did what he did. People change throughout life. People make mistakes. People become different people through experiences. Yours, death. Ours. None of us are exactly the same person we were before we faced that thing. If I had the power to do so, I would do anything to make it so you wouldn't have to face. You may not be the man you were, but the man you are now is someone I have faith in, and I am proud of.
I think I need to let myself become whatever it is I'm supposed to become.
That kind of thing never comes easy, especially not for men of our family.
All us old men.
You can see
I have
he
to
like
keep-
he's like trying to say something, but like either trying to figure out the right way to say it or like trying to make him say it, make himself say it, and it's
Mhm.
bothering.
You want to write it down?
Careful, or I'll punch you too.
Wow, that could go interestingly.
I am afraid. Because I know what that thing can do. I need a drink.
Well, I know a place that has great drinks. Besides, I have to keep this dagger safe now.
What the?
And he holds it.
We
He,
had-
he shows Kalen's
Ugh. Right.
rogues, right?
Um. No, you all kind of take a bit of time to rest how you can. You all then fill in everybody what's going on. Take out your coins. And focusing energy on them, each coin begins to glow. Each of you feel a shift. And the cold night air of Trostenwald gives way to dusty, dry warmth of day. You find yourselves, Laz, you would very quickly recognize what resembles a military encampment. Less organized, but the layout is obvious. You see many people milling about, faces you recognize from the Adventurers Guild, running about, sharpening weapons, storing spell scrolls, brewing potions. Veritable army of adventurers. You turn and look out, and you see a large mountain range across an empty desert. Each of you can make out lights at the foot of the mountains, many fires of who knows how many thousands. And as that all sinks in, that's where we'll end this episode.
Well, shit.
So for next week's 40th episode,
Mhm.
we face a dragon. Or dragons.
Dragonkind, Dragonkin, half
Hooray!
dragon,
And
quarter
an
dragons,
entire
third dragon.
army. With
Sure.
somewhere around 200 adventurers, you should be fine.
We'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Yeah. I assumed you left the copper egg at the. Yeah.
We left the
No.
copper egg with at the bar.
At the center of literally divine protection and
Mm-hmm.
a small army of yourselves, of your own.
Right.
Did you get my message, by the way, Dustin?
Nope.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. Did now.
At the monastery.
They don't have one.
Okay.
However, you're in a place with a fuck ton of adventurers that are about to go in a big battle. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. The first official actual stream on Kick, and not just a test of me making sure that I'm not gonna fuck it up. But it seemed to have gone pretty smooth. Knight, thank you for sharing those links. For those who have not followed the Instagram and the Twitter of the Crypts and Cryptids. Yeah, shit. That was a good little session.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed
Ant
it.
Smasher.
I wonder what we should call this one. The Antagonizers.
Now you're just antagonizing Tev.
That's alright. She's used to putting up with our antics.
I think she's trying to yell at you, but I think she's muted. She's still muted.
Badoop,
Oh,
she's gone. Oh, with that, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next week. Remember, Saturday, I believe it is. I will put it in the Discord whether or not it's for sure Saturday. We will have a one-shot with Norse and others. Until then, we will see you next time.